if your doctor puts you on lisinopril, which is an ACE inhibitor, or enalapril or benazepril or ramipril, any of these blood pressure medications that end in pril, but he didn't tell you about a tea that you can drink that does the same thing, works the same way as lisinopril, then you need to watch this video. My name is Joel. I'm a nurse and a naturopath, and I've been doing this for 20 years. And this is part of a brand new series I'm calling Same Drug, Nature's Version, where I'm gonna take the exact blood pressure medications your doctor puts you on and show you that God already made that same thing in nature. And I've watched too many patients stay on these pills for years without ever hearing what I'm about to tell you. Now, I don't want you to be too hard on doctors. I mean, they're trained to see a number and match it with a pill. That's just how the system works. But here's what frustrates me after 20 years in this field. Your doctor will write you a prescription for lisinopril in under 60 seconds, but will never mention that there's a flower used in traditional medicine across Africa, Asia, the Caribbean for centuries. And that flower targets the exact same enzyme in your body. And it costs pennies compared to your copay. And it's been sitting in nature this whole time. So your doctor's prescription pad has one answer, but God's pharmacy has had this answer for thousands of years. People in tropical climates like West Africa, Southeast Asia, and Central America, they've been drinking this tea made from this flower as medicine way before pharmaceuticals existed. And now science is really starting to show that they were onto something. The flower I'm talking about is hibiscus, and it's one of the most studied natural blood pressure remedies on the planet. On the planet. You don't have to take notes. I'm going to be giving you a lot of details. Just save this video for later and share it with somebody you love who's on blood pressure medication as well. So they need to hear this. So listen, here's why hibiscus is so powerful. And why I said it works just like lisinopril. So in your body, you have something called the renin-angiotensin system. The renin-angiotensin system. It's a system that controls how tight or relaxed your blood vessels are. And inside that system, there's an enzyme called ACE, angiotensin converting enzyme, or ACE for short. And so when ACE is active in your system, it constricts your blood vessels. So tighter vessels means higher pressure. That's basic physics. But the angiotensin system that produces the ACE, in order for the blood vessels to relax, it needs an inhibitor. So it's called an ACE inhibitor. That's what lisinopril is. It inhibits the enzyme or blocks it so that your vessels can relax and your pressure will come down. So here's what your doctor didn't tell you. Hibiscus contains compounds called anthocyanins that naturally inhibit that same ACE enzyme. The same enzyme, the same mechanism, the same target. The only difference is that one comes from a pharmacy with a list of side effects, and the other one comes from a flower that God put on the earth with 0 side effects. And this isn't just me talking, y'all. There are clinical trials, published, peer-reviewed studies that have shown that hibiscus tea can reduce systolic blood pressures by up to 10 points. One study out of Tufts University found that drinking just 3 cups a day for 6 weeks produced results comparable to some first-line blood pressure pharmaceuticals. Comparable from a tea. So, let me be clear about something though. Do not stop your blood pressure medications. That is not what I'm telling you to do. Do not get me in trouble, okay? What I'm telling you to do is start incorporating hibiscus tea alongside your blood pressure medications. Tell your doctor that your blood pressure medications are becoming extra effective. So when your pressure is consistently normal or low before you take your morning blood pressure pill, your doctor will start to reduce your dose. So you don't wean yourself, the doctor will wean you, and he will eventually take you off. That's the smart and safe way to wean off your blood pressure medications. So here's how you use hibiscus. You get dried hibiscus flowers. You can find them at any health food store. You can look on my showcase on TikTok. And you steep them in water for 5 to 10 minutes. You want that dark red pigment to really seep into your boiling water. And you drink 2 or 3 cups a day, morning, afternoon, evening, something like that. You can add a little raw honey if you need some sweetness. And some people make a big pitcher of it and just keep it in the fridge and drink it cold throughout the day. Either way works, but the key is consistency. And ladies, for those of you between 35 and 55, your blood pressure started creeping up out of nowhere because of your estrogen levels dropping during perimenopause. So it affects the very same system I just talked about. Your ACE activity increases. So your vessels get stiffer, your pressure goes up, and hibiscus goes directly after that mechanism. So this is not a coincidence. This is by design. So this is part 1 of same drug, nature's version. You've now got hibiscus tea targeting the same enzyme as your ACE inhibitor. That is 1 drug down. My name is Joel. Be your own doctor.